Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner is brought down to start on the next drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the running back takes the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and pinning the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. Longhorns pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game, on a fourth down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Getting set. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Seventh play now, the opening drive, but it's third and long. From the shotgun, drops back. And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. And the Jayhawks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And then first down, right back to the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Here's a kickoff team and see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And off in a single back formation.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it to the right side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Pressure is coming. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense already has 1 4th-down conversion. They do it for a 2nd time. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. And that's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play at that corner.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll run it from the gun. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's York. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. The Jayhawks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The Jayhawks are in the red zone now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And stop right there at the line of scrimmage, and that'll end the first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Tailback takes the handoff again. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here comes a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. A running play called on 4th down. Ball is free in the backfield. The offense will recover, but it's way short of the first down and a turnover on downs.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple of choice words on the importance of ball security.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Handoff from the shotgun. Finding some room with the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Jayhawks. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. He'll hand it off. Breaking tackles. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it here. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Kansas offense is back out there now. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. The shotgun handoff here. Breaks loose at the 45. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the Jayhawks have 1st and 10 here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Longhorns offense takes the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, we're going to throw it again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looks like he's going to run it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
2nd down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns. Kicking team on now for the extra point. After the PAT, they trail 28-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. They're going to run it here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for a deep completion. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's escaping the pocket now. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. The Jayhawks pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They'll try the right here. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Jayhawks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the Jayhawks will have first and 10 here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Here's first and goal, a chance to really build this lead before halftime. And he will score! Touchdown, Jayhawks. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And he's got it again. Fighting off the defender. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, how about that by this running back? Got behind his pads and that big offensive line, able to pick up that first down. He just kept pushing through that line until he got to the mark.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And he'll set up to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this. And quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down. Here's the snap, offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They've converted one of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And here's the handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. We get the second half started with their running play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Jayhawks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They test the middle but gets stuck. That run goes nowhere.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
It's a short completion of the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Good enough for first down yardage.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no. Here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Could be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Jayhawks come to the line with first and goal.
Easy.
Touchdown, Kansas. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand in the conference championship trophy now.
Man, this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing. And here he is, the big stage of the championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
And they'll take this from the end zone. Returner one down. Sets up the next drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. And on the carry, he's heading left. He shreds the tackle and heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
The back's got it. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Using his legs on the scramble. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Longhorns looking to cash in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Important third down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The pocket breaking down. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. They can convert the point after. Can you believe it? The PAT is no good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Texas.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Kansas offense is back out there now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Finding space at the 20. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Second down and goal. It's a blitz look here from the defense. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Fling this one deep down the middle. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Important second down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. The eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Powerful running into the secondary. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, and picks up some decent yardage. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking right. This one caught. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Chris, look at this guy. You talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Here's the 2nd down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception, and now can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback looking to scramble. In the clear at the 25. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's complete downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Longhorns looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he gets in for the score, cutting the lead to 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. The Jayhawks looking to run some tempo here.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive. Working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can. But the important thing is picking up 1st downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first. while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Makes up a 1st and 10.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Jayhawks lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run. 1st down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
Point after, knocked right through. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very...
And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 10 now. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Kansas.
Well, there's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. And what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Texas offense comes back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Longhorns. Made the defense look slow that time. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Kansas offense is back out there now. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And the Jayhawks hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's looking deep here. Deep shot caught out of the 15. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And they'll set up with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Longhorns offense takes the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense. But you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Can he get there on the ground? The Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. You get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Gets into space at the 50. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease and
takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. Up position, second and long from their own 12. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he throws his third interception of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? He steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here, work the clock instead, throws it into coverage. Now they get a chance to get right back in the game.
The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the left side. Football knocked loose in the backfield. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Now the important point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Then he'll run out of bounds and pick it up a few yards on the play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running past the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. That's an important first down on that running play. And they hand it off to the back. And he'll be brought down here on the final play of this game. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.